not supposed to be in here.
Bravo.
I'm looking for Perth.
Last warning.
Oh,
Leave. Now.
okay.
Ready to move?
Trespasser!
Oh, you
Alright.
do me a favour.
I'm warning you.
Back off.
Try to help a miner out. Oh, and he's going to attack me with his pick. Oh. Why do I bother? Why didn't you tell me about the child? You hoped you would never have to? What do you mean by that? At the time, all I felt was anger. Now I just feel disgust at myself. Did I kill any others? I was naive to think I could get through that transformation without consequences. I thought I had covered all the bases by creating that clave for Indigo. Never occurred to me there was a secret exit out of the city in the Underforge. That must be how I got past Indigo. Cracking jokes won't distract me. You know, I've realised something, Boney. You're becoming very good at lying to me. Well, that's definitely not true. You told me my journal was lost in the swamp. Right. Right. Well, sometimes it would certainly help. Let's go save the day. Let's get out of here.
On my way.
We are moving
I
out.
have pins and needles.
Maybe it's time we change your armor.
Yes.
We're leaving.
Lead the way, my hero.
It's time to go back to Old Herolden.
Are we ready to depart?
Yes, and we need to get there as soon as possible. So I think you need to return us to the snow slope.
Of course. I was starting to miss the tranquil atmosphere of High Hrothgar.
Let me give you... I am in your way.
Uh-oh. We certainly do. Two of them. They seem to be ganging up on us at the moment, Indigo.
Indeed.
I think we've gotten their attention. Let me put on that as well. And check my shout. And I will have Dragon Rend. A blood dragon. Let's mix this up a bit. Let's try the dragon bow. And what have we got here? Magma, fire, That's a new one.
Missed.
We seem to be missing an All-In and a Azura. I'm gonna get some height indigo. Perfect bit of cover, this. I'm not sure if that's hitting. Keep forgetting, in third party it goes much higher than where the cursor is. Yeah, you just sit there. That works for me. Just checking the other one's not creeping up behind me. Two more. No, one will do. Can you see the other one? Ah.
Fine.
There's Zora. The other one's about. It could be having a tete-a-tete with Parthenax. I'm going to summon up All-In.
Are we ready to depart?
We certainly are. Follow me.
Lead us onward.
I think it's gone to ground.
If you get some kind of dragon soul related illness, do not complain to me.
Don't come running to me. Your concern is touching. Oh. One for Zora, two for Indigo, three for me. Steel plate boost of muffling. I'll take that, thank you very much. Let's check the map and the mission. Darkest Awakening. Oh, and by the way, and here we go. Hello there, thanks for joining me. I'm AVStoryteller and this is my Let's Play Skyrim, where I'm currently focused on the main quest and Darkest Awakening, the quest belonging to All-In, my companion here. We have just been to Solstheim and spoken to the Nevermarine, of all people, as you do. And cryptically told us about a world-ending event, and he wasn't too happy to see All-In either. Let's see if we can get this. You just stay right there.
Live another day.
Dragonborn.
So I've been told, Indigo. So I've been told. So now we have to rush to Old Herolden to find something called the Godhead, which apparently is in deep slumber, and if awakened, could end the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. It seems the Neverwing's plot has finally come to light. We should head to Time's End, which is apparently next to Old Herolden, before he has a chance to unmake the world. Apparently Orlin says it's near Old Herolden. Why it's next to Old Herolden? What's so special about that place? I don't know, you would probably imagine it would be somewhere central to the planet of Nirn, rather than stuck way up north. I don't know. Who knows how these things work? And what else have we got? Unearth. Yes, we've just spoken to Ralas Sandarith, sorted out more undead Draugr. Loaded for bear. Tembua needs us to help her with a bear problem. And Raimyr, although I told her to wait at Iverstead, she has made her way back to I was going to say Iskramore's tomb. That's not at all. To Jorvaska. Which is actually rather nice, rather than just waiting there until the end of time for me to come back round again. And yeah, so quests waiting for you until you get round to them. And it was brought up in a comment in previous episode, very funnily, about Raimyr returning to a smoking city, burn, dying people. I was like, yeah, but Windhelm was burned to the ground. The little flower seller girl had survived and run off into the wilderness. All because Raimyr hasn't got round to going to Sovngarde yet and dealing with the World Eater. You be very... Yes. Yes. Don't want another Sophia moment. But then, who's for us to say that it doesn't take the World Eater the average human lifespan to renew himself, herself, itself? Because I think it's fair to say that dragons don't have genders. I mean, they don't give birth to offspring. They are asexual. They simply are there when creation started, is the impression I got. So, Indigo, no reptilian egg. But yes, so, what's the point I was making? Was I making a point? Timing of quests, how they hang around for you. And as I mentioned, it would be very interesting if some quests did actually finish because you didn't do them in time. Obviously that would require a lot more forward planning by the developers, a lot more conditioning ifs, statements, so to speak. It would certainly make it a more high pressure game where you felt that the world didn't revolve around you and you were just one of many players playing a part. Excuse me.
Can I help you? My sincerest apologies.
Excuse me. So difficult to find my way out of here. Yes, so that it didn't revolve around your character. He was just he or she was just a single player playing a part. But yeah, obviously it would be a lot more trickier for the developers to condition all the stories. But then you got the argument, well, why not? Sure, yes, it would be difficult. Games are progressing all the time. And why shouldn't this be something that we expect from our now open world adventures? Maybe you could make it a toggle option. World revolves around me, yes or no? I suppose you can make it an extra nightmare difficulty +1 if you really wanted to think about it that way. Right, Old Herolden. Quickest way to do this, apart from jumping off the cliff, is to get down to Iverstead, with a horse and get the carriage over to Old Herolden. And I'm quite sure there's going to be a quest or two that I can do in Old Herolden as well. Was that where a certain bard was who's gone in hiding, who we believe may be hiding from the Imperial spy network? Sorry for being very vague here. It was months ago. Let's have a quick check of the map. There we are. So that's where we're going. So Iverstead, carriage, oh! Bear! When bears attack. Sequel to when hawkers attack. Feral Arctic bear. Oh well, so much for collecting that pelt. And going, and going. Everyone's got a horse. This is good. Yeah, because I noticed that Indigo, when I was over in Solstein, did not summon a horse. Just one of those things. He's not designed to work with the DLCs. No, that I said that very badly. He's not dependent on the DLCs. He works perfectly fine with the DLCs. But he's not dependent upon them, and probably for that reason is why he didn't summon a horse. Don't worry, Indigo, I've got your back. There is no quick way around down here apart from the obvious. So, we'll just keep on riding and riding. What time is it? Oh, wrong one. 1:40 p.m.
Whoa, Artax. Good boy.
Okay. You will notice that I did not say that I'm currently focusing on the Companion's quest. Stop interrupting me when I'm doing a narrative. I mean, ice trolls. So, timing. There may still be a few little things to wrap up, but I think it's fair to say at the moment that the companion quest line, the bulk of it, has been satisfactorily completed. Raimyr has done what he set out to do, which was to identify who was a werewolf and whether or not they were using their abilities for good or ill, and whether or not, based on that information, if they could be saved. So, Farkas, Vilkas,
You have to let Bastard follow her heart. You can't tell her what to do.
honourable men, decided to take the cure. Had they not decided to take the cure, who knows what Raimyr would have done. It was difficult to really determine, because we didn't go on hunts together, whether or not they were focused solely on killing and devouring anyone or anything that they came across, Like, were they just willfully murdering any man, woman or child that they came across? Did they treat it as a sport? We didn't get that kind of feedback. So it's difficult to answer what would have happened had they not taken the cure. It is entirely possible that, based on the limited information that of what we had about them, that... In fact, I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. Let's not play the if-what game. What was clear to me was that Aela definitely did see it as a sport. That she did enjoy the hunt. Her and Skjorn felt it was their pleasure to worship Hyacine, to treat humans as prey, and Raimyr did choose to become a werewolf, and it would have been naive to assume that that would have happened without any cost. He has effectively saved the lives, traded the lives of one child for the lives of Vilkas and Farkas. You could grey area it even further. Had Raimyr done his modus operandi of destroying Jorrvaskr and any within there without even attempting to find out who was a werewolf, how they use their gift, that would have also very likely involved the deaths of all the other members of the companions, inner circle or not. Maybe even guards would have got involved as well. Townfolk. It doesn't paint the Ascension in a very good light sometimes, with their scorched earth policy, very witch hunter general, very, you're consorting with demons, that means those around you are either in on it or affected by it. And I would like to think, again, this is another life-changing event for Raimyr, that he is not treating these supernatural creatures as black and white anymore. Sorana, Aela, Vilkas, Farkas. They are, despite the taint, still human underneath, still individuals, still needed to be judged on their own merit. And you can't tar all of them with the same brush. I think that's enough staring at the silver water for one episode. Let's get to Old Herolden.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Let's see if you have it as an option. Old Herolden.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
quick as you can. The world is at stake. Do 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 do. I'm gonna change to that. Right, all in.
Oh, what is it?
I'm curious, do you have anything to say regarding our situation? Exactly where we should be going?
Indeed, you must. What do you wish to know?
She probably doesn't. You would expect it to be on the first level. Here you go. Was that your stomach or mine? That was mine, wasn't it? Hungry, slightly thirsty, slightly tired. Okay.
Let's get going then.
You seem to be tight-lipped. Time's end. So, before we go looking for the end of time, let's get a bite to eat. If I could turn back time.
Ah, a visitor. Old Hrolden Inn has hundreds of years of history, friend.
Interesting. Oh, and hello.
I fought by your side to take back the Reach from the Savages.
We've had this conversation, but I wonder why that's not greyed out. Let's have a look at you.
Do you remember me now, Yolti?
You wouldn't happen to know where a place called Time's End is? Probably a cave.
You don't remember me, Yolti? 2 campaigns we served together. You saved my life time and time again.
And we have to get a sword for our Ghost of Old Hrolden. That's his quest. Now, is it a main quest? Or is it a miscellaneous quest? Stop me if you see it. Stop me if you see it. Oh, yes, and we need to examine a Briarheart warrior while we're over here. While we're in this area. Forsworn Conspiracy. Temple, Shrine of Talos. Mark of Love. What was that one again? Right, okay. Oh, speaking about mod updates, I have updated 3D NPCs. So that is now at the latest version. He says, as of November 2017. So 3.41. Installed it late last night. Anyway, I do have plenty in my inventory which I have been trying to clear out. But anyway, I'm looking for this sword quest. Ah, bring Halti's sword to the Right, okay, so where are you? Broken Tower Redoubt. Okay, okay. We are here. I'm gonna have to do a spirally circle search. I'm thinking, won't that be fun? That looks like a place where there should be something there at that crossroads, doesn't it? Whether it's what we're looking for.
I fear the fires of old once again roam the skies.
I can't believe that you know it's next to Old Hrolden, but you can't give me any further direction.
Time and tide heed our call.
Infuriating. You can remember what happened 7,000 years
You
ago.
have my sincerest apologies.
Asteria. Now, are you who I think you are?
Greetings.
Do you know Dusk in Anvil or something like that?
As you wish. What would you like me to play?
Dusk on Anvil Harbour. Yes. Before we go into that, let me see if I can
Farewell.
find that quest, just to remind both yourself and I what I'm talking about. And I think this is a quest from either 3D NPCs or inconsequential NPCs. And it's about an old Imperial officer from the spy, an Imperial spy, who was tracking down a beautiful and professional thief for, I think he said, a decade. He's now retired, but still trying to find this. I forget exactly how he described her. Was it a raven of Anvil? Listen for battle players dusting on Anvil Harbour. That's all I've got. But it was the Penitus Octolatus, I believe he's mentioned he was the a member of. Which will be connected to what Raimyr is also a member of. Or was of.
Well met, Sarah.
Sorry, as we were saying, I'd like to make a request.
As you wish. What would you like me to play?
Just double check everything else. I would like to hear Dusk on Anvil Harbour.
An unusual request, to say the least. Are you by chance from the Gold Coast? Although it is not a well-known tune even there. However, you're in luck. As I hail from Cyrodiil, I am well versed in songs of all varieties, and songs of melancholy are my specialty.
Apparently the song was used by said thief to make the entire audience weep and sleep for days, and when they all woke up, all their precious belongings had vanished. Like phantoms, Indigo. Phantoms.
Waves touch the coast, harbored in twilight's blue.
Look alive.
From
will ya?
dawn
Yes,
came
Mom?
the sunlight, and with dusk
You want a drink?
it fades from our view.
Until next time.
Calm embraces the sky, while storms rage in our hearts. For honor, glory, and love, from Anvil we do depart. The fire lights the path, and the salt it sprays in our eyes. But warriors born of stone, they are never afraid to die. Ah, 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 bells on the docks, they cry out for the mortal day, and winds sing the dirt for the words we never could say, and sails fly at half-mast in the color of evening's hue, and tears break the silence for the children we almost knew. Ah, when dawn kissed the ocean, from the golden light came our birth. And when dusk falls on the harbor, to the golden shores we will return.
That was beautiful. One more thing.
Greetings.
So, that song that appeased the Countess of Anvil.
It's the very same. From whom, may I ask, did you hear the tale?
Listen for the bard who plays Dust on Anvil Harbour. I love the lighting in here. Let's see, how shall we play this? I met an old Appenitus Octolatus agent who mentioned it. Enough of the games, I know who you are. Oh, the person was deft hand. I admire how you work the string. So, I'm a thief. I'm working for the Imperials. I'm somewhere in the middle. Enough with the games. I know who you are.
As you should, for I already gave you my name and my vocation. If you mean to insinuate that I'm a certain raven-haired thief,
Who mentioned raven-haired
then you will
thief?
not be the first. We do share a number of similar traits. For that reason, I keep the certificate of my birth on my person. It states that I was born Asteria of Bravil, under the birth sign of the ritual.
Well, you've already stolen my heart, but how does the certificate prove your innocence?
It is well known that the Raven of Anvil was born on the darkest month of the evening star, under the birth sign of the thief. And while we are not the same woman, I must admit, I have used her infamy to my advantage, both as a bard and a lady.
I like that. Oh, so desperately want to turn round. Check out my cloak. So you attract intrigue by keeping the crowd at a distance. My apologies. A misunderstanding on my behalf. You're right. I've heard the Raven Anvil is a hideous war. Ooh, that could work to my advantage actually. If she starts defending, I am not. So you are the Raven of... No one would take a piece of paper over the word of a hero. Guards! Guards! This is one of these two. Let's go with a softly, softly. So, you attract intrigue by keeping the crowd at a distance.
Why, yes. Besides, if I were truly the Raven of Anvil, why play the song? Why not cover my hair with a cloth?
Why not dye it like indigo?
Sheesh.
Easy! By eagerly embracing the role, you make yourself an imposter! You can't help yourself, you want to get caught. You're teasing us. Dangling it in front of our faces. You can't help yourself. You want to get caught.
Of course. That must be it. Dungeons are so lovely this time of year, and torture is forever sublime.
Don't knock it till you try it. Raven of Anvil, would a bard know where a thief could find someone? Gotcha.
An inn. This would be an ideal time to sit back and relax.
Let's ask this one.
She may. A bard hears many rumors on the road, some of which are quite valuable to those who work in the shadows. To the left of the entrance to Markarth, you will find a storeroom, with a workbench and a man. A guard by the name of Lundvar.
What else can you tell me about the guardsman?
Blood stains his eyes, and mead frosts his breath. He is short for a Nord, yet nothing short of an honorable one. What he does not know is he has been betrayed. When you tell him this, his lips will be as loose as his throat is wet. He knows the location of a ledger, one that names the greatest bards in all of Skyrim. I would pay good coin to have my name atop it.
So you want to use the same grift you used on the Countess of Anvil? Your father is going to hear about this. He's been looking for the... Who's your father? Don't tell me that Imperial officer is your father. Has this conversation dialogue tree got kind of mixed up here? So you want to use the same grift you used on the Countess of Anvil? What's a grift?
That is a heavy accusation, Syrah.
Oh,
Rumors
Sarah.
are but ghosts,
Nice.
and it's best we don't pay them any heed. But I'll allow it this one time, if you do as I ask. Take this letter to the guardsman. When you have gained his trust, you will ask him a favor. To write my name on a ledger of famous bards. Nothing more. As for your payment, I will give you half of it now. When my name is on that list, you'll receive the rest.
That took a funny turn, didn't it? Yes, it did, boys and girls. Talk to the guardsman. Okay, still want to confront her about being the Raven of Anvil, but whether or not that can go anywhere, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, obviously give me that Raven of Anvil dialogue because I've stepped foot in the Thieves Guild, I'm thinking. But she wants her name put on a top of the list of great bards.
How can I help you?
The only real new option we've got here is this one, unless I tell her to sing the song again and maybe I'll get the same options.
It began as a song of goodbyes, and so it ended. The first was written by a wife, whose soldier husband left for war. The second goodbye was that of a widowed husband, one who chose his rulers over the gods. The third belongs to their daughter, who mourns the life of her mother and the death of her innocence.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't seem to have any option. Maybe because it recognizes me as being part of the Thieves Guild, quote unquote. I don't have the option to progress the Penitus Octolatus dialogue tree anymore. Maybe it's a case of it's only configured to allow you to have that option once, and because I didn't pick it, which is a bit harsh. Maybe we have to play this out and actually put her name on top of this ledger. But surely if you're such a great
Greetings.
bard, I don't understand the interest in just having your name put on top. You might, it's like the equivalent of having your name scratched on top of a sports trophy. I mean, whoop-de-doo. I don't know. Bards. You can figure them out. Okay, let's go save the world one more time. So let's just quickly check the map. No sign, we're just gonna have to do a search. Boney, you just want to go back to Marscast because you think there's a chance of bumping into Sophia. You do realise there's a very, very real possibility that she was just, dare I say it, lying to you? She's probably in Cyrodiil by now. Keep living the dream, Boney. Living the dream. Okay. Time's End. Near. All aboard. I'm gonna head. No. Leave it. Place it there. Work my way up the road. See if I can find it. And then maybe back this way. Might pop by cast by a camp, because I believe that's where Forsworn can be found. If I can find a Briarheart warrior as well, that would be awesome. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to check one more time.
Yes?
You definitely have nothing further to add.
Always. What shall we discuss?
The end of the world. How about that? Do you have any children of your own? Give me a... Well, I would like to give you a gift, apparently. Enderal? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, not there.
Can I help you?
I'm really intrigued by that Children of Your Own, but that's
Indeed,
another time, another place.
What do you wish to know?
Friendly Devere, destroy artifact, item clothes in that dress. Tell me about the armor, recite a poem, make the potions, more questions.
Fair enough. Ask away then, and I shall try my best to enlighten you.
News of current events?
Us emissaries aren't the only ones who are very hard to kill. I've seen a man once who wears the face of the ghost from a Brotherhood of Shadow and tempered iron, and worshipped the aspect of a Daedra who shares some traits with myself.
I'm sorry, run that by me again. The aspects of a druid that shares some aspects with yourself.
Always. What shall we discuss?
No, that wasn't the one. Questions.
Stars, concepts, ideas. Together, they make the foundation of everything. Indeed, you must.
And more questions?
Fair enough. Ask away then, and I shall try my best to enlighten you.
Any news?
I'm quite fond of Ayleid culture, aren't you? Sometimes I would imagine my sanctum to have the same design, but for now these ones will have to do.
Yeah, actually, I'm quite fond of Ayleid cult architecture. I'm not going to tell her about the Crucible.
Indeed, you must. Fair enough. Ask away then, and I shall try my best to enlighten you.
If you don't know what the Crucible is, nothing to do with witch hunters. Everything to do with Belda Elysium. Go play it. You'll have to install Oblivion.
Then let us continue our journey onwards.
Actually, no, there was.
Indeed, you must. Fair enough. Ask away
How
then,
are you
and I shall try
feeling?
my best to enlighten you. I'm quite upset. Just this morning I had to suffer the racist remarks of a loudmouthed Nord whose very breath was infused with the stench of ale and mead. I was tempted to throw a few insults at him in turn, but I restrained myself and continued onwards without comment. However, I can promise that the next time we meet, I'll scare him so badly that he'll never insult another elf ever again. The winds of discord sow the seeds of redemption.
Remind me to never have an argument with her first thing in the morning. I'm going to continue on foot, actually. I'll make it easier to spot caves and whatnot. Oh, what have we got here? That wasn't all me. I think that's an ebony arrow. Thank you, Indigo. I'll take all that and that. So, have you killed the inhabitants of this cave? A cave? Camp? Karen's journal. Okay. Oh, Tulvil dearest Thalmor. I can't stop thinking about him. Since that first moment I laid eyes upon him in the marketplace, my heart was broken, but father would never allow me to marry a commoner. Pah! Much less a poor Dunmer miner. Mara, what to do? Another letter from Thalmor. The third this week. He says he can't live without me, and that he'd rather die than lose me to another. Oh, I feel the same way. I'm trying to get my bard on. I can't abide this any longer. Father is sure to find out eventually. The maids are all aflutter over my secret love. I'm getting to like Shakespearean love going through my head here. Something will slip. Thalmor and I must be long gone by then, or father will have all the reach up in arms against him. I've convinced father to take me on his next trip out east. When we reach the inn at Old Holden, I'll slip out at night and meet Thalmor in the hills above Soljan. Thalmor says he's been saving his wages for the last few months, stowing them away in an old stump up there. With that, we should be able to buy passage to Riften and our freedom. Buy passage to Riften? It's 100 gold on the carriage, last I checked. And our freedom! Oh love, I can't wait another hour. I'll not take your B apothecary stuff. And someone's lost a lot of blood. You might need it for, I don't know, bandages or something. Another tragic love story. Hopefully that blood was just maybe of a goat they had for breakfast. Yes, and now they're away, passaging to Riften as we speak, leaving their campfire alight and their tent upright. Yeah. What have we here? Miner's house? Oh, you're not Tulva, are you?
Whoa there! I don't know where you're going, but stay out of that mine. It isn't safe.
Perth? Perth? The mine isn't safe. Why?
We tunneled into an old Nordic crypt. The whole place is crawling with Draugr. We're not mining up any ore with those undead around, so I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
Stand aside, Perth. I'll handle those Draugr for you.
You're joking, right? Those bone walkers will tear you limb from limb. But if you want to get yourself killed, go ahead.
Be wary and keep your eyes open. Who knows what might ambush us from the shadows.
I will.
These poor miners. And the Jarl couldn't send men sooner. Mines and prisons are all Margaret has.
Yes, it is a shame that the Jarl couldn't send men sooner. I'm amazed she has some dialogue about this. I thought this was a third party, but no, this must be vanilla. It's not like I really have a choice. This is my purpose. This is what I do. Do alone, it seems. Okay, people, I want this to go smooth and by the numbers. We're taking this one nice and slow. Dead or undead? Gonna check I've got my mask on. I do. Would that be the sinkhole? Let's check the map. So I've got an area over to my right here that I can investigate. What the? How did you get behind? Watch out, Indigo. It came from behind. I can hear you. Come on. Can I shoot between the gap there? Oh, you almost got an arrow in the back there, and you go. I mean, well done. Tackling that undead head on. Let's see what shout I've got. That's a new one, and light armor as well. Lord Jeanibret's last dance. Traditional, apparently. Woman's verse, same as the first. I'm Henry VIII, I am Henry VIII, I am. I got married to the woman next door. She's been married 10 times before. Feel free to read that at your leisure. I will be reading that later. Stone. Okay, let's check the map. I want to go straight ahead.
There are precious metals here. I can smell them.
You can smell precious metals. That's a very, very useful ability to have. Seem to suggest there's a way through there, but I can't see it. Still cabbage. Yummy. Looks like we could be going down this sinkhole. There's a... I'm probably not supposed to get up there. I mean, I could use weakened gravity. I'm not. I think that may be the way out rather than the way I should be going. Let's vanilla this. Oh, I hear you. Dead man over here. Draugr Deathlord. Missed. Oh, he's gonna shout. Shout that off. He's all yours.
Stronger with each fight. At
Well
least I
done.
like to think so.
Oh, she was doing so well. Right. Let's clear them out. That's looking interesting down there. That's empty. Ooh, dart trap, dart trap. And two of the levers on the wall. They really hung a lantern over this one, didn't they? I'm a lever, please pull me! Look at all the candles. Then you can't miss me, I'm bathed in light. Laura. Just in
alright.
case
Anything else?
it fires off. No, we're good.
Something on your mind?
Just checking if you had anything to say about this.
Right behind you.
Spear trap. Spear trap on the floor. Watch yourself. Oh, hello. Sorry, I can see you're busy. I'll come back later. Well done, team. Looks like a banquet chamber. Ebony Greatsword, 51. Laura,
I'm right here.
how do you feel about huge
Watch out for falling
ebony
rocks.
swords?
I'll carry what I can.
Let's see what you've got. That's better because it's legendary. But I imagine once I've gotten to a smith, I will be able to improve that for you. And you could be living the
Right
Ebony
behind you.
Greatsword dream. Just remind me. So, banquet tables and a little place to keep your feet cool in between courses. They think of everything. Take that, thank you. I am hungry. Slightly thirsty, slightly tired, sober. Let's see exactly what hungry does. Health, stamina, regeneration, minus 30%. Well, that can be sorted out very simply with a Skyrim sandwich of gut, cheese, leek, and I don't have any bread. So it's a breadless sandwich. Bit more cheese? Bit more cheese? Full of the cheese. I haven't got you. What was that? University of Gremlin Press. That sounds like something from The Witcher. Gremlin. I've still got that to play. I can't believe that. Oh, and I've taken it out of the game. Just recently got myself a copy of Planet Roller Coaster. Just thinking about doing a short let's play on that if anyone's interested. And while we're talking out of character, I've been just toying with the idea of doing a live Twitch Skyrim episode. It'll probably be messy. It'll probably be an hour long. It'll probably be very rough around the edges, but be curious what people think of that, about that. Another trap on the floor there. Let's check the map and the mission. No real marker. Just keep on going. Keep on keeping on. Ouch! Son of a... Waiting. Ancestor ghost of who?
Justice was done this day.
That pillar shot me with a fireball. I've never seen them do that before. Or if I have, it was a very long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. That was cool. That was a nice use for those, because you see those pillars all over the place. Never seen it do that. Did that ancestor ghost have any stuff on him? Did he leave a ectoplasm trace? No.
It seems killing the Draugr also disabled these statues. At least I hope. I don't want the foreman to blame us if any miners got killed.
Me neither. Why do you have dialogue up for this little quest? Azura's moon, amulet of Talos. Maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. How do I get up there? Let's just check the mission. It's not even a main mission. It's a miscellaneous. Briarheart. Surely that would have sorted out that quest then, but nothing popped up. Where is it? I need exactly. I need to examine a Briarheart warrior, not so much the heart. Ebony broadsword of damnation. Fill the soldier. Anything to say about that?
Yes?
No?
You go, I'll follow.
Yeah, and here we are, back at the beginning again. Let's see what Perth has to say for himself. I'm sorry, I'm giggling. Remember, I'm from Scotland. Perth is the name of a city, not that far away from where I live. It's like calling someone New York or Paris. Dear. Not that I'm comparing Perth with New York or Paris. Now, if I was Perth, where would I be? Oh, is he gonna be in here? I don't want to pick a lock. This is ridiculous. I need to speak to Perth.
Like White Mane has been laid to rest, I know. May
Huh?
his soul live forever in the halls of Sovngarde.
Yes, he has. Show me Perth on the map. He must be in the miner's house. I'm going to go in. He's going to shout at me. Okay, let's just make this happen. First time.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Bravo.
I'm looking for Perth.
Last warning.
Oh,
Leave. Now.
okay.
Ready to move?
Trespasser!
Oh, you
Alright.
do me a favour.
I'm warning you.
Back off.
Try to help a miner out. Oh, and he's going to attack me with his pick. Oh. Why do I bother?
Battle is an ugly business, but so often necessary.
Yeah, that never happened. Yeah, so it seems if I go into the house, they, within a few seconds, turn hostile and try to kill me. They're very personal and private, these miners. So I can't report back to Perth until he comes out of his house. Tell you what, while we're waiting for him to come out of his house and not have a heart attack because we're in there, let's go save the world, shall we? And then he can dig up his moonstone. Let's check the map. So if I put a marker there, kind of ziggy-zagging my way around here, and then we'll try up there.
I feel safe when you are around. It is nice to know that someone capable has my back.
I was going to say something witty about save games there, but it's okay. Well, okay, let's try and get into the mind of the author. It seems like the Nevereen's plot has finally come to light. We should head to Time's End before he has a chance to unmake the world. Apparently Orlin says it near Old Havolda. So he wants us to be able to find Time's End. He wants us to continue his quest. So he might not put it very far away from Old Havolda. So maybe I'll go into a much tighter circle around here. He doesn't want people to be searching for hours trying to find his World's End cave or whatever it is. Unless he's a sadist. In which case all bets are off. If his finding this cave is as long and convoluted as a typical all-in dialogue, we could be here for quite some time. I wonder if always check behind the waterfalls, Raimyr. You never know. There'll be 1,001 mud crabs around here. Come on. Make sure you haven't given me ataxia with what one hit. Right, nothing there. Unfortunately, it's cool and refreshing. Head in. Let's head up onto the step. Find the face sculpture. No, I want to go pull it there-ish. So let's get on this side of the river. I am wet. Village of Stendar.
The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished. Stendar.
Continue the good work. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. You don't want to. There's a path there. Have path will follow. I could be doing a lot of cutting to try to ease your passage. We've got a red dot, people.
Show me you can play my eternal game.
Yeah. Nice. You see what I did there? Got your attention. Didn't have to throw a punch. I'll take that and that. You can keep your dignity. Hello, please be Thalmor. Oh, looks like we've got Briarheart. Trying to get Kinnerous Whisper to work. Forsworn. I need to examine a Briarheart warrior.
That's close enough.
Back off.
Dead or alive, I'm going to
I was
examine
hoping
you.
it wouldn't come to this.
Good work, mate.
Where did he go? Did you knock him over the edge? Old Holden is looking particularly misty at the moment. What's that up there? Can't be that. It's not going to be a. It's going to be a small cave opening. It's going to be underground. It's not going to be a massive ruin or fort. Oh, Olin,
Dragonborn,
help me out here.
What do you need?
Throw me a frickin' bone. I need you to do something for me.
Of course.
Point out where the world end is.
Guide my hand.
Okay, it's not going to be this way. So let's start planning next course of action. Oh! Ah! What did I do there? I fast travel. That's not what I meant to do. I've got an itchy left click finger. So where have I ended up? I have ended up back at the sinkhole. Yeah, so I'm going to go down this side. No. Just check Perth hasn't stuck his head out. No, of course he hasn't. If we're not in the reach, we're very close to it. Because there's beautiful Blue skies everywhere. You all know the song? Sing it with me now. My heart is in the reach, my heart is not here. My heart is in the reach, where the blue skies all year. Chasing that foursome and following the road. My heart is in the reach, wherever I go. Wherever I wonder where I roam. Whoa! Easy with the fireworks, love. There's more. I can't even see what you're aiming at. I don't know, but you put enough artillery over there to put a dent in the Imperial Army, and you're still going. More skirmishes.
Battle is an ugly business, but so often necessary.
And you're dead. Hello. I thought that was flagged there. I think I see a cave.
There is no need to push.
Sorry, Nico, I got excited by a deep crevice. You know how it is. Okay, all in. What can we expect?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, oh. It looks like the Neverine is very shy.
Let us pursue the distant melodies of the land.
Is he in there, sat on another chair somewhere? 2 caves away. And you've just got that dialogue because we're in this area. Stop speaking like a game designer. In character. The options there.
What is war?
Let's
but a way
pick
of
it.
life? A fire that starts in the heart and spreads to the hand that wields the sword.
Speaking of swords and hands, it looks like the Neverine is very shy.
You may have secured the dreamer, but I can still sunder its dream. With the power at my fingertips, I can force a new dawn and bring the world to light. I already know the formula that you hold so dear. All things once came from undying light, and with but a small shift, they can be returned to the same. Then you shall be dusk, and I will stand as dawn, for dawn has always brought an end to night.
What the... Defeat Orlin? That got out of control very quickly. Let's check that out. It looks like Orlin was playing me for a fool all along and has now betrayed me and is attempting to destroy the world. She must be stopped.
Oh no.
She doesn't seem like a turncoat.
Zora, Orlin has gone mad.
This is grave news, my hero. If by chance she was caught and yielded, we might be able to save her.
I hope so.
What's going on here? Why are you dead? No, there's something you don't see every day. I have no idea what is going on here, people. Be on your guard. What shout do I have? It looks like Orlin has gone mental. always check behind the waterfall, Raimyr. That's a new look for you.
Just a scratch.
I don't want to.
I can make you blindfolded.
Defeat Orlin. Attempt to destroy the wall. Take it as face value. Let's sort this out. And the Neverine is... Oh! My health! Whoa! Whoa! What happened there? And another one, just be on the safe side.
I go.
What the... I'm just sat here, open mouth going, what just happened? You're back to looking how I expected you, all in.
Surprised? You must have thought I betrayed you and managed to destroy the world.
I think you have. Why would you do that? I don't think we could be drinking buddies after this.
In truth, that is not far from what I have done. Yet, as one story ends, another must begin. You and I, we know this better than anyone. Stories, they are the only reason we exist at all.
Speak true. That's Orlan's way of speaking. What did you do?
I have given all mortals a chance to write their own stories, instead of being a part of another's. Don't look at me like that. You know as well as I that the world we visited was a prison, one with bars not of iron or steel, but with words. Words that were written at the dawn of time, and that no mortal could hope to change. Even we who walked the edge between worlds were as much a captive as anyone else.
Excuse me.
Darkness part before us.
I'm sorry, Orlan. You're gonna have to run this one by me again. Because... yeah, reasons.
Surprised? You must have thought I betrayed you and managed to destroy the world. In truth, that is not far from what I have done. Yet, as one story ends, another must begin. You and I, we know this better than anyone. Stories, they are the only reason we exist at all. I have given all mortals a chance to write their own stories, instead of being a part of another's. Don't look at me like that. You know as well as I that the world we visited was a prison, one with bars not of iron or steel, but with words. Words that were written at the dawn of time, and that no mortal could hope to change. Even we who walked the edge between worlds were as much a captive as anyone else.
No, Orlan, I don't believe we were prisoners. By bards or words. So you've ended a deterministic world to create one that is governed by random chance?
Yes. Now there is no longer one dream, one vision, one story, but many. Mine, yours, the shopkeeper's who stands behind his stall under a crimson sky, the little girl's who runs along the seashore with salt in her hair, even the drunkard's who finds blissful unbroken solace at the bottom of a flagon. All of this accumulates to a world we can all share in, live in, breathe in. Now no longer do we dance to the tune of a singular mind. Rather we each play our own unique melody, and each note adds to a masterpiece created not by one, but by the many.
I'm sorry, are you saying you have actually ended the world as we know it and created a new one? So, and you did that on purpose, somehow. I have no doubt you have the power So where are we? But how did you manage to keep everyone from being destroyed during this transition?
The Godhead may have been the dreamer, but I have ever been the architect that shaped the dream that would last 1,000 years. Just as a storyteller finds his creations take on a life of their own after countless tellings, I have peered into the eyes of every mortal, known their inner self, and used my accumulated knowledge over untold eternities to recreate the world anew.
Well, I'm certainly guilty of my creations taking a life of their own. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. It's like, no, she would never do that. That's not in his or her character. Or its. So, this is your dream now?
No. This world has a life of its own now. From darkness there must come a dawn, and from dawn comes the minds of all. I have given each mind a dream, and made it interconnected with the tapestry of all. Before, none but us, the emissaries, were truly real. Now, I might have sparked this world, but it will not end even if I am undone. To call it real, that might be a more appropriate word than any other. As for myself, I know not where this world lies in relation to the one we came from, but I do know that I have severed all ties with it. Perhaps I have forsaken my true self for an exiled realm, and that I now physically lie in a sleep akin to death. As do you, but for now I will walk in this new world, as an equal to all, and will enjoy it while I can, for while I may not last, this new dawn is here to stay.
This is the crux of it, isn't it? Why lead me down this garden path that the Thalmor was against you? You knew that the Neverine would turn up in Thalmor uniform, and you manipulated me into helping you kill a Thalmor agent that turned out to be the Neverine. The Neverine. Why didn't you tell me you were planning this? You lied and misled me to achieve your own ends, all in.
Yes, but you certainly would not have taken a chance to change everything if losing meant losing everything. I was prepared to take that risk. You have always done what you thought was right, as have I, and thus I could not reveal my true intentions. I hope you harbour no ill will against me for this deception, and still count me as an ally. Now, let us return to the world of Man and Myr, and witness the start of a story of our own making.
I would never have helped. I can't think of maybe one off the top of my head. Defeat the Neverine.
My lord, I...
Where is she?
Dovahkiin.
I'm looking for all in. Let's see if she is where I first met her. Probably doing this on purpose so I don't. Darkest Awakening. Well, it looks like everyone is now free to choose their own fate and live their lives however they choose. It may seem dark for a while, but that has even ever heralded the coming of dawn. Orlin did lie and mislead me, but she did have good reason. She still seems to consider herself an ally, my ally and friend. Perhaps this is yet another transition, although for now some rest seems to be in order after enduring this trial. And I don't want to use Call Clarion to summon her in case she's away for a very good reason. Time to distract myself with something else. You knew about this!
My champion,
Really?
I am sorry.
No way!
I think it's best if we part for a little bit.
What happened here? I do not understand. No, my mind is as blank as your expression right now. No offense.
Indigo?
Mm-hmm.
I need a little time.
If there's trouble, come get me.
I need to have a little time and a little think. To be continued. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, please subscribe, and you can catch up with what I'm up to on Facebook, Patreon, Twitter and Twitch. So I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself and goodbye for now. Bye bye. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words I hurt you, and you'd stay. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words I hurt you, and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you'd love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time.